some dodo bird leggings? What about some new fingernails? Are your lips in need of some color? We have all had friends, seen on Facebook, the MLMs, multi-level marketing businesses like LuLaRoe or LipSense. You probably have a million friends who are trying to sell you these things. One of the questions that people ask a lot is about VIPKID or Magic Ears or one of the online companies. Is it a scam? Is it an MLM? So we're going to talk about that in today's video. Number one thing you find with MLMs is that they require you to buy some kind of a starter package. So you need to buy $5,000 worth of leggings in order to start selling for the company. Or you need to buy this, couple $100 marketing packages in order to start selling for the company. You do not need to buy anything, anything to work at VIPKID or Magic Ears or Data ABC or any of the online ESL teaching companies. You do not need to buy anything. So some people, you will see different videos on YouTube. Oh, I spent all this money and I didn't get the job. You're not required to spend any money. So what you basically need when working for the company is an internet connection, a computer. These are things you should already have. Obviously, if you want to teach online, you have to have those things, but the company's not requiring you to buy anything from them. Usually you have to have two or three props for a lesson. These are things that you find around the house, okay? We're not talking about going out and buying anything. It's literally like, oh, I need a cup because the lesson is about dinner, or I need a, puppet. You grab a kid's toy. This is not anything that you have to spend money on at all. Let me say it again. You do not have to buy anything. Your props could be as simple as drawing on a piece of paper. They could be pictures from a magazine that you cut out. I do that all the time for my props. This is not anything that you have to spend money on. Do not go out and spend a bunch of money. Obviously, you need to be in an environment that is going to be conducive for teaching online. So you need to have a blank background, something that's not crazy, something that's not distracting. Put yourself in front of a blank wall, stick up a couple of pictures or posters, make it a little colorful. Again, not anything you have to spend money on. They're not requiring you to buy anything from them. It is not, no starter kit needed. The other thing that makes up a big part of an MLM is that you have to get people underneath you. So it kind of sets up that pyramid scheme thing where you, in order to make money, have to get people who are selling underneath you. You do not need to do that with the online ESL companies. You don't have to bring anybody into the company ever, ever. You can recruit 0 people and you still make money. You make money by teaching classes. So you teach a class, you get the money. You teach a class, you get the money. You don't need to bring anybody in underneath you. What you will find is that most of these companies will offer you some kind of a referral bonus if you bring other teachers in. And that's just because they need more teachers. So they need more teachers. Who best knows teachers? The teachers that are working for them. So they do often offer you some kind of a bonus if you bring in some friends. So it could be the bonuses change. It could be $40, $100, for each person that you bring in. Once you bring them in, once you get your money, that's it. You're not getting any kind of a portion of what they make or anything like that. It strictly is just a one-time bonus. Thanks for, bringing us in somebody. Thanks for referring somebody to us. It's it. It's a thank you bonus. That's it. You're not relying on bringing people in to bring money. You're not relying on people underneath you to bring in sales in order to make money. None of that. So a simple bonus you can get. What often looks shady is that since they do offer a pretty nice bonus, you will have a lot of teachers who go above and beyond trying to get referrals because they do offer, a nice bonus for that. So some people make most of their money by referring other teachers to VIPKID or Magic Ears, Data ABC, any of these companies. They can get a little aggressive, especially if you have people who have previous MLM experience. They tend to be a little over the top. So you will see people like posting links underneath the VIPKIDS webpage, and it looks shady. Stop doing that, people. Stop posting your referral link on VIPKIDS main webpage. Stop. Please stop. Just stop. It doesn't look good. Stop doing it. Stop. But you do not have to do any of that. You can bring in 0 referrals. 0. That's okay. You don't ever have to refer anybody to any of these companies. If you decide to do that, great. But keep in mind, please don't make it look shady. Another reason people will sometimes get turned off by the different online companies is because they are from China. So people are a little bit wary about, doing business with another country. And you will often find that there are some cultural differences, some things that don't sit well with us and make us think, oh, I'm not sure about that. One of the things you will find is, number one, they're on a different time zone. So when we're awake, they're sleeping, and when we're sleeping, they're awake. So you will often have them contacting you. Some of them will contact you at odd hours. So you're like, why is this person calling me at 11 o'clock at night? Well, for them, it's, 10 o'clock in the morning. So that can be a little bit off-putting at first before you understand that it's a cultural difference. They are in a different time zone. So that can create a little bit of uncertainty there. They also are pretty persistent once you do apply with them about getting you to the next step. They don't want people to fall off and not complete. So they want you to come in, they want you to be a teacher. So you might get multiple emails from them about, hey, come on back, do the next step, do the next step. You need to do the next step within this amount of time. You need to do the next step within that amount of time. Generally, what I find is as long as you're communicating with them, you're fine. If it says you have 24 hours to do something and you can't do it in that amount of time, you're generally fine. Just send them an email, message them on Skype, whatever the company you're working with does, and let them know, I'm going to get it done in, X amount of time. It's generally okay. It's just, again, kind of the way that businesses work in China, a little bit different than it does here. So just be aware of that going in. Because it does come off as a little bit shady there as well. Also, you are not selling anything. You're not selling anything with these companies at all. All you're doing is opening up your schedule. Parents, VIPKID, the parents book you. So parents will book your classes. If they like you, they'll keep coming back. Some of the other companies like Magic Ears, they will book for you. So they're going to book the classes. If you do a good job, they'll book you more classes. It's really just about your job performance. You're not selling anything. You don't have to go out and find the customers. They are all right there waiting for teachers to come so that they can take your class. So there's no selling involved. You don't have to sell anything. You don't have to bring any customers in. You are just teaching. You are doing a job and getting paid for it. Because of the different tax laws and everything like that, most of these companies will have you set up as an independent contractor, so you're not technically an employee. Again, that can make some people a little bit, curious as to whether it's an MLM. It is not an MLM. They are that's the way that they're set up, that you are an independent contractor, so you're responsible for your own taxes. But again, they're going to pay you however many classes you do. That's what you're going to get paid. You will have a contract that will lay out exactly how much money you make per class. Any kind of bonuses that are involved with that will be all laid out in the contract. So it's very clear how much you're going to be making right up front. And as long as you go in and teach the class, you're going to make that money. Lastly, another one of the reasons that people tell me it looks like an MLM is because people really love the company. So they get really involved in whatever company they're working for. Across the board, you can go in, you can find Facebook groups, you can find your friends talking about it. They love the companies and they go all in. They go all in with the company. They love it. And the reason they love it is usually the kids. The kids are great. It's an easy job. People just end up really loving it. So you will hear them talk about it just like they would talk about their hobby or anything else that they love. You'll hear them talking about it all the time. You will see people posting about it on Facebook all the time. It is not because they're trying to sell you something. It's really just because they love the company. So at the end of the day, It is not an MLM. It is not a scam. You teach the classes, you get paid. There is no bringing people in. There is no selling of anything. You do not have to buy any starter packages or anything like that. All you have to do is teach. If you're interested in teaching for an online ESL company, feel free to contact me below. Use one of my referral links. Let me know. I'm happy to help you through that process and hopefully get you hired with one of the companies I work for. Did that sound like an MLM? If you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, make sure you subscribe as well. If that button is still red, you have not subscribed. Press the button. Boop, boop, boop. Press the button, subscribe, like the videos so that more people can see them. This is Teacher Brett. I hope I answered any questions you might have about whether teaching online ESL is a scam.